Is it expected to take this long? Yeah, I'm simming a lot of things. A lot of times. Brotato is basically a light graphical interface over a fascinating computer science problem. Okay. You just take speed. I only have 21 materials, starting as entrepreneur. So it's a little bit less appealing to roll. Do I just buy fertilizer? Probably. Is another gun really going to kill another however many enemies? I don't know. It's perfectly fine to write janky proof of concept code, especially for a personal project. I agree. Take that, computer science professor. Feels like the SMG would have done more work than the harvesting or whatever did. I don't really want to roll again, so I'll just take this. Take one of these. Shotguns and SMGs scale okay together. Although I get worse damage modifications on this character. I want something that... interesting. Fascinating. We have to go back to the code. I wish the enemies had their names properly. I don't know why that didn't work. Why would there be two enemies who are the same enemy? Interesting. I feel like those should have stacked, but they didn't. So I guess we're seeing the different groups that spawn, and we have enemies separated. Oh, I understand why it happened like that. My code's just bad. That's fine. I mean, my code's fine, but... yeah, okay. What I was gonna do was look at all of the weapons in the game and see which ones scaled best if damage percent was at 50%, but I think that takes us another hour. Don't know if that's worth. SMGs are actually kind of bad on this character. SMGs scale very well with ranged damage. They're still SMGs though? I think they're still SMGs though. Do I recommend Orb of Creation? I do. I've had a lot of fun playing Orb of Creation in my life. Brotato slightly different between PC and console. I have heard that the code bases are different, yeah. Don't know what the consequence is though. So we just want random bullshit. That's how this character works. But I want to reroll with the 12 materials instead of losing it. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I forgot that you lose some materials at the end of the shop phase. Possible I'm not, you know. Whoops. Strange that they're not dying. Right? That seems kind of weird to me. Shredders scale kind of badly with damage percent, actually. Shredders might be alright. The spear is honestly fine. Just take a random spear. Man, it smells like paint. Kind of rude. It's because I was painting. So there's like an easy explanation for this. Does anyone know the name of the song we're listening to? This is Beer by Real Big Fish. Incendiary turret is so shit. I did math on how much damage Incendiary turret does, and I was like, wow, with these assumptions, it's actually pretty good. And then I watched it during a wave, and like, holy shit, it's terrible. My assumptions were not correct. I was like, well, it probably has uptime on like a few enemies all the time during the wave, and it probably spreads out the damage, right? And like, no, it just attacks the same singular enemy over and over again until that enemy dies. It's so bad. We did it! We found random bullshit. This is actually a pretty decent buy. Alright. Entrepreneur is making a pocket factory. Why must potatoes fight? Our entertainment. Unfortunately. It is what it is, though. You're dealing with the root cause of all problems. If this runs really good, I'll just leave it open in general. If there's ever a really good run that I play, someone could say, wow, that was really a tuber. And it would be a funny pun. Just like, I don't know. If you're looking for a situationally enjoyable joke, you can throw that one in the chamber. I'm 100% going to forget, so it's really on you. The early purple engineering pick looking good now. It was always going to be good. Entrepreneur. All about random bullshit damage. I should just bought the speed, I think. Will I make a compilation of all of my best runs in Potato? Probably not. The problem with doing things that sound like they would be cool that take time is that there isn't any time. You could just do something else instead. And especially for me, if I'm not streaming, I could like go outside or something, like not sit at the computer, and that's kind of appealing. Explain that part again. Instead of doing something, I could not do it. Is basically what I was saying. I have a little bot friend. That's cool. You love not doing stuff? You're not doing most things right now? I mean, there are so many things, and we're doing so few of them. Do you know anybody who does everything? I'm not sure that I know anybody who does everything. I know one person who's kind of close to doing everything, and I don't understand. I don't understand how it's possible. A lot of people say that they do everything. Really? People say that? I don't believe them. Are my spears doing anything? Nothing is doing anything. It's fine. Some knockback? Sure. Does the orbital thing even do anything? Yeah, it's okay. It's weird how some data structures just have their own weird thing that makes them not work with what you're used to doing with data structures in Java. Is that why people don't like Java? It certainly seems like a reasonable reason to not like Java. Knockback helped a little bit this wave. I feel like my knockback would have been enough without it, but like shotguns just have knockback, right? Made it a little bit easier. You don't like Java because it's an OOP cult. An OOP cult? Damn, I think. What's an OOP cult? Object-oriented programming. Pretty sure I have no sustain and no health. That's okay, I just won't get hit. Objects are comfortable mentally? I agree. We'll find another weapon, right? Ooh, this one? Nice, got there. Successfully found another weapon. Alright. It was a white SMG. That elite genuinely just doesn't really attack you. Like if you just walk in a circle, you actually don't get attacked by almost anything in that elite fight. It is a forbidden strat, to be sure. Jorbs and the walking in circles. This one's a lot less pleasant. Those flies make a lot of the dots because I shoot them with a minigun, which deals like 2 damage to them. Alright. Well, I didn't die. No. It's the wrong fucking order. 2 Tylers. It was, debated for a while. Is it okay to have 2 Tylers? But, the council found it was alright. Man. There is some adrenaline involved in playing the game Brotato. Wave was kind of wild. Okay. I'm actually like... How good's Obliterator here? It might be okay. My SMGs are kind of shit. These are probably also terrible. It's like only the nuclear launcher actually deals damage, basically. I don't know if community support's good. I've been looking at attack speed a lot recently. It doesn't seem like attack speed's actually that good a stat. Anyone know good resources for getting into game dev with Java? Like you know Java and want to get into game dev? Or you want to get into game dev coding in Java specifically? Attack speed probably good with Obliterator. Possibly true. Obliterator is so much less visible to me than nuclear launcher. Like nuclear launcher, I'm like, oh yeah, that's dealing tons of damage. And Obliterator, I'm like struggling to see where it even is. Yeah, I don't know. Pocket Factory, where'd it go? Only 20,000 damage. Is that the same amount as Cyberball? I have 126 luck and minus 1% damage. I do have 2 Cyberballs. Forgot I had Piercing. I feel like Pocket Factory is so much less impressive than I feel like it should be. You heard hey hey hey, you guessed that means this is a ska. Or it's the American national anthem, but the singer has forgotten the words. The 2 possibilities. If I sang the American national anthem at your wedding, I'm just gonna let that sit there. The middle part's very hard to remember. It's like a narrative, but it's a narrative from like the 1800s, so it doesn't make any sense. Everyone say hi to your cat. Hi. Hi to your cat. Yo, do paint fumes make you high? It depends how aggressively you inhale them, right? Maybe I should like open a window. Should probably open a window. Random bullshit is really getting going here. Good stuff. That was interesting. The Smiley was like trapped behind the bait enemies and didn't go past them. This was good practice. It's a very hard wave. I have a lot of stuff. So it hasn't been too hard for me to survive it, but sometimes I will play this wave with less stuff. So it's nice that I got through it. I don't even know if I got hit. I wish I could show you my wall, but I don't feel like doing the work that would be required to do it. So you'll just have to believe me, it's very pretty. Oh gosh, that's such a pretty wall. Oh hell yeah. Oh, it looks great. Now the paint's a little bit more dry. Oh, that brings me joy actually. I have one wall in my house where I just gave myself permission to do whatever the fuck I wanted. It has a bright pink couch in front of it, some very loud abstract art, and I just painted it dollhouse blue. And it makes me really happy. It's like the closest that my house gets to being a Wes Anderson movie, basically. I might just make the rest of my house like that. It's the seduction zone, is it? Do you have a wall like that as well? Sounds kind of gay in a good way. That's the best kind of gay. Arguably the best kind of anything. Pretty sure red minigun's good. %5 lifesteal gets me to -1% lifesteal. I'm in. Whatever. Don't really want -5 engineering, unfortunately. Sure, plus 3% crit. Up to -4 now. You hope to own a wall someday? It's a really good feeling to own a wall. I hope you get to own a wall someday too. I'll post photos of my wall on like the Discord and social media once the paint's dry and I put the couch back in front of it. Is there a bad way to be gay? Probably if while being gay you say, I love oil spills. Yep. That would be a bad way to be gay. I have 1,600 materials. I have 1,273 harvesting. I think I won. I think I won. Red SMG does more damage than red minigun. Blood Raider's doing okay. I mean, you gotta. Gotta get more harvesting. Never know when that could come in handy. Sniper gun conceptually could be okay on this character because it scales off range, right? I don't know if I've ever seen sniper gun actually be good. Alright, we'll call it good. Is that gun a dragon? Yes. It is the dragon. I think a lot of stuff that didn't matter happened this run because I was so strong. Things that did feel like they mattered, buying the knockback felt like it mattered. And I think buying harvesting over rolling for another weapon on wave 1 was incorrect. I think that I meant to lock the harvesting and roll and just buy a second weapon. I overestimated how much my pistol would do. You think the game has some balance issues? I think it's really well balanced. Crown gave me another 500 harvesting. 3 cyberballs for 67k, 9... 3 cyberballs outdamaged 9 baby elephants. Cyberball is just so much better than baby elephant. It's wild. It's wild. I feel like baby elephant has to be bugged or something. I don't know how it's bugged, but I feel like it has to be bugged somehow. It's not kept at 4. Red SMG being better than red minigun. I don't have any ranged damage minigun scales. Like weapons can scale off different things, right? So something might be better with no stats, whereas something else might be better with other stats. I have attack speed, which scales better on the SMG than the minigun, and I don't have much else. You found the bug? Wait, it is bugged? Kyler dealt 37. Which engineering do I have? 33. Yo, incendiary turret actually did okay. Way to go, incendiary turret. Mines didn't do very well, but that's just kind of always going to be true when I'm ahead on damage, I feel like. Rip and tear. Feels bad. Alright. Random bullshit Argo. Start with pistol. The only thing you can think of which makes it even close to reasonable is that enemies drop less materials late in the game. They also collect into big piles. Yeah, I don't think I was picking up materials very well. Also, a lot of the baby elephants I bought like on the last wave. I think I bought like 3 or 4 of them in the last 2 waves. So they just didn't have that much time to deal damage. I don't know. I I don't feel like I trust it, but I think it's plausible that that could happen without it being bugged. The King. Hatchet King. I don't understand how hatchet scales, so I'm just going to sell it and build something else, I think. This is a thing that I still have to learn. You never pick up every material each round. That's true. That's true. Usually leaving like 100 on the ground. At least. In late game. Feels like. But enemies drop more than one material per kill. I think enemies on average drop less than one material per kill late game, actually. Well, actually.